Morning, everyone. It's Friday morning around 8:40, and this is your pre-opening comment for Friday, the 28th. Don't forget, this is ahead of a three-day weekend, so you'll probably see some illiquidity towards the end of the day as people are out and about and leaving for that three-day weekend. Okay, energy. Very strong. If it closed where it is here, this would be the highest close in quite a while. Let's go back to the weekly and take a quick look. Yep, the high close here was 66.09. We tried that this week uh, once at 65 and change, so not really. But right now, as you can see, we're 67.43, and if this break to the upside continues after this nice consolidation, then I'm going to guess $72 will be next week. So we have that. We also have the action in the nat gas, similar to this. It came in yesterday a bit, and then recovered during the day. And as you can see, it also is right up at an area where if it continues up, this little test of the breakout, rally up to a equal high, a higher low test last week, closing in the middle, and this week it would look like this. I'd really like to see it. This close is 302.80, 302.70, so 303 would be a nice close. That's where it is right now. Bitcoin had another rangy night. I haven't seen what the news is on it, but it has been all over the place, currently down about 2,500. On stocks, well, the meme stocks seem to be back, although it looks much more like AMC, and that may just be a function of the dollars and cents it takes to trade AMC, even in the options, because of the high volatility. The GameStop options are, really expensive. Excuse me, and the stock is getting overbought. It'd be hard to call this one not overbought. AMC traded as high as 33 this morning. Remember that one came from a low earlier this week. I want to say it was $12 and change, maybe 12 and three quarters. So 12 and three quarters to 33. That's pretty amazing. Last is 30, up 349 or 11.5%. The GameStop is up about $2.50. But that's a much more expensive stock. It's less than one. It's about 1%. CRM, Salesforce, beat top and bottom, currently trading 237.50, up 11.67 or 5%. Gap Stores, surprise profit, beat on revenues, surprise profit. The stock is trading up just 15 cents, so 35.30 off last night's 35.15. So nothing overwhelming there. But that one too has had a pretty big rise. Ulta beat top and bottom. Getting a new CEO shortly, but that was no surprise. That was in the works. 346.30, up 17.94. Costco beat top and bottom, but the stock is down a little. 385, down $2.50. Also not a particularly percentage issue. And the reason for that is because in their guidance they said that costs are rising. Boeing, 247.70, down 490, 1.93% on the news that they are pausing. It's a good word. Pausing delivery of their 787 Dreamliners. Another FAA. We really want to take a look at this first. And Apple, up 47 cents at 125.76. And that's on a downgrade at New Street, who I've never heard of, from a hold to a sell on the stock. I really don't know anything about this about the company New Street, but judging by their attitude about Apple, they may be a long-term bear. The way that the people who are still looking for $78 on Tesla are long-term bears. Okay, so the economic numbers this morning, which in fact actually kind of helped the market a little. It was up about 180, and then it was back to up about 130. Those numbers came out, and we are up 157, so that's a pretty decent. We have personal income down 13.1%, expectation down 14. Personal spending up 0.5%, which is exactly what they expected. Wholesale inventories up 0.8%, but retail inventories down 1.6%. So in order to have sales, you got to have the inventory on a retail level. So we'll see how that shakes out. Consumer sentiment and CHI.PMI coming shortly. They are not out yet. So Dow futures up, as I said, about 154. S&P futures up about 14, and NASDAQ futures up about 25 to now 28. So up about 28. And excuse me, the bonds have had little real action here in the on the economic news. There is one more chart I forgot about that I want to show you, and that is the gold and silver. Silver in particular, because it's sitting right on the bottom of a nice parallel channel, as you can see. Nice channel. But it looks like it could break out of that. I would expect it to test 27 and a quarter if it does do that, unless we have a really big move down. The same thing with the gold. The gold has been banging up against 1900 and low change. I think the high a couple of days ago was 1913, 1915. Came down not much yesterday, but here again, same situation. You can see where that channel would be here, but we could also see a fairly substantial break. Not so much a break as a pullback to consolidate some of this gain, maybe back into this 1865 area where it broke out from the last time. All right, everyone, have a good morning. Don't forget it's a short day, and have a great weekend.